You know what's terrifying? It's not seeing a low bank balance. It's hearing a weird sound from your car while knowing you can't afford for anything to go wrong. It's checking your phone after waking up and praying there isn't another unexpected charge. It's getting that message from your boss saying, "Can we talk tomorrow?" And suddenly your heart drops. Because when you don't have an emergency fund, life feels dangerous. Every small problem feels massive. Every inconvenience feels personal. And the worst part, most people are living exactly like this right now, one emergency away from panic. But here's what nobody tells you. Building your first $1,000 emergency fund is not really about money. It's about removing fear from your life. And in the next 60 days, you can start doing exactly that. Even if you feel broke right now, even if saving money has always felt impossible. But to understand why most people fail, you first need to understand something uncomfortable. Modern life is designed to keep you financially distracted. Think about it. The moment you wake up, someone is trying to sell you something. Scroll social media? Ads. Open YouTube? Ads. Check your email? Discounts. Walk into a store? Limited time offer. Your attention is constantly being manipulated. And eventually, your spending gets manipulated too. Pattern break. Most people don't actually spend money because they need things. They spend money because they need emotional relief. That's the part nobody talks about. After a stressful day, your brain stops caring about long-term goals. It wants comfort, fast comfort. That's why people order food they can't afford, buy things they don't need, or say, "I deserve this." And honestly, sometimes they do deserve something nice, but repeated emotional spending quietly destroys financial stability. Not instantly, slowly. And slow destruction is dangerous because you barely notice it happening. That's why years pass and people still have no savings. Now, before you say, "Easy for you to say, I just don't make enough money," listen carefully. This video is not about becoming rich. This is about building protection. There's a difference. Because right now, a single emergency probably feels emotionally heavy. Your car breaks down? Stress. Medical bill? Stress. Phone dies? Stress. Unexpected fee? Stress. That constant pressure changes how people think. It changes sleep, confidence, mental health, decision-making. And people underestimate how exhausting financial fear actually is. Now, here's something interesting. Studies show that financial stress affects the brain similarly to physical pain. Think about that. Your money problems are not just in your head. Your brain treats financial instability like danger, which explains why so many people feel constantly anxious, even when they look fine from the outside. And this is exactly why the first $1,000 matters so much, not because it's a huge amount, but because it creates breathing room. For the first time, you stop feeling completely exposed. Loop open. And later in this video, I'll show you the tiny psychological trick that makes saving money dramatically easier without relying on motivation, because motivation is unreliable, but behavior design changes everything. Now, let's talk about why most saving advice completely fails. Most financial advice sounds like this: just spend less money. That sounds simple, but human behavior is not simple. If changing habits were easy, everyone would already be healthy, productive, and financially stable. But humans are emotional creatures, which means good financial systems must work with human psychology, not against it. And this is where most people make their biggest mistake. They try to save whatever money is left over at the end of the month, but nothing is ever left over because spending naturally expands. That's human nature. If you leave money sitting in your main account, your brain quietly labels it available, and eventually it disappears. That's why your first step is critical. Open a completely separate emergency savings account, not your checking account. Separate. Different app if possible, different card, different login. Why? Because distance creates protection. If your emergency money is easy to access, your brain treats it like spending money. But if accessing it feels annoying, you're less likely to touch it emotionally. And this brings us to one of the most powerful ideas in personal finance: friction. Friction changes behavior more effectively than motivation ever will. Think about it. Why do people scroll social media so much? Because it's frictionless. One tap, instant dopamine. Now imagine if every app required a 30-second loading screen. People would use them far less. The same psychology applies to money. If spending becomes slightly harder, impulse spending drops dramatically. And this tiny shift changes everything. Here's a simple example. Delete your saved payment methods from shopping apps. That's it. Sounds stupidly simple, but it works, because adding card details manually creates a pause, and pauses interrupt emotional decisions. That's powerful. Most bad financial decisions happen emotionally, not logically. Nobody calmly calculates whether they should buy random fast food at midnight. It's emotional, temporary relief, temporary comfort. Temporary dopamine. Pattern break. Some people watching this don't actually have a spending problem. They have an emotional regulation problem. And that sentence makes some people uncomfortable, but it's true. People often spend money to escape stress, boredom, loneliness, anxiety, exhaustion. Which means fixing finances sometimes requires fixing habits, not income. Now, let's make this challenge feel realistic. To save $1,000 in 60 days, you need around $17 per day. 1,000 divided by 60, approximately 16.67. Now at first, that number feels difficult. But then you start noticing things. 2 unnecessary food deliveries, unused subscriptions, impulse Amazon purchases, energy drinks, random snacks, tiny emotional spending. The problem is not usually one giant purchase, it's silent leaks. And silent leaks are dangerous because they feel harmless in the moment. That's how people lose thousands without realizing it, one tiny habit at a time. Now here's another mistake people make. They try to transform their entire life overnight. Extreme budgeting, no enjoyment, no flexibility. And after 2 weeks, they quit. Because the system feels miserable. A better strategy is reducing invisible spending first. Spending you barely value. Because some spending genuinely improves life. But some spending is automatic, mindless, habit-based. And that's where your emergency fund is hiding. Loop callback. Remember earlier when I mentioned a psychological trick that makes saving easier? Here it is. Automate the decision. The more decisions humans make every day, the worse their decisions become. It's called decision fatigue, which means if you constantly ask yourself, should I save today? Eventually, your brain gets tired and chooses comfort.
So, remove the decision entirely. Automate small transfers. Even tiny amounts matter, because consistency changes identity, and identity changes behavior long-term. The moment you start saving consistently, your brain slowly stops seeing you as someone struggling with money and starts seeing you as someone protecting their future. That shift is life-changing. Now imagine this. Your car suddenly breaks down tomorrow, but instead of panic, you quietly handle it. No borrowing, no begging, no credit card fear, no feeling ashamed, just calm. That calmness is what an emergency fund really buys. Peace. And people who experience financial peace for the first time never want to lose it again. Rewind moment. Remember the beginning of this video when I said life feels dangerous without savings? This is why. Because emergencies hurt less when you're prepared. Now obviously, $1,000 will not solve every problem, but it changes your relationship with fear. And that changes your entire mindset around money. Because once people realize, I can actually save money, everything starts shifting. Confidence grows, discipline grows, control grows, and eventually, bigger financial goals stop feeling impossible. That's why this challenge matters. It's not just about money, it's about proving to yourself that you are capable of building stability, even slowly, even imperfectly. So if you're waiting for the perfect time to start, stop waiting. Emergencies do not wait for perfect timing. Start small, start ugly, start with $5 if you have to, because the goal is not perfection. The goal is protection, and your future self will thank you for every dollar you start saving today.